are being applied by mainstream Western medicine to lower your blood pressure, to boost your immune system. They call it psychoneuroimmunology. Fancy name that says using your psyche to control your immune system. They're using it for ADHD, for kids who have attention deficit disorder and adults who have attention deficit disorder, to reduce anxiety and depression, to create a sense of well-being, less emotional reactivity, to physiologically thicken the brain. Yes, relaxation techniques, mindfulness, meditation thickens the brain, but not just any part of the brain. It thickens the part of the brain that's responsible for making good decisions, the prefrontal cortex. And it thickens and strengthens the limbic system, which is the part of the brain that's responsible for emotional flexibility and for empathy and for sympathy and for compassion. Self-compassion as well as compassion for others. There's a UCLA department at the UCLA School of Medicine that's a mindfulness department. It's the Mindfulness Awareness Research Center, the MARC, M-A-R-C. And this is where patients and their doctors explore these hippy-dippy ideas, these non-scientific techniques for health. And they teach nurses and doctors and other medical professionals and the general public. Harvard has a Center for Mindfulness. There's a mindfulness course of curricula at Yale University School or Yale School of Medicine. Johns Hopkins has courses in mindfulness and meditation and yoga. Yoga is another great discipline that focuses on mental and emotional conditioning. From the Journal of Neuroscience, mindfulness meditation provides opioid-free pain relief. How do you like that? Cognitive, they did a study on, how many people here? I can't see how many people, but apparently pain ratings were reduced by 21% in the meditation group that received a placebo. Mindfulness meditation eases chronic lower back pain. That's from the Journal of the American Medical Association. Mindful eating meditation may lead to better metabolic health. That's from the journal Obesity. This is serious business, you guys. I mean, I know this is a nutrition show, but not really. It's kind of a health show, but we focus a lot on nutrition. But if we're going to be serious about health, these are all strategies that we can employ. And this is not just, some kind of cheesy new age baloney. This is science. Mindfulness meditation, mindfulness approaches, mindful eating. You can reduce pain. You can lose weight. You can improve cognitive function. And then, of course, there's nutritional supplements. Wonderful nutritional supplements. Magnesium, niacin, lithium. Lithium orotate, 5 milligrams a day if you're trying to relax. Doc Wallach's been talking about lithium for years. There's lithium in the plant-derived minerals. Lithium is actually a prescription drug for bipolar disorder. The same lithium that you get at the health food store, the same lithium that you get in your Mighty 90 Essential Nutrients, is used as a prescription drug. Likewise, GABA. GABA is really interesting. GABA, gamma-aminobutyric acid, comes from something called butyric acid, which is made by your gut, made in the gut. Yes, GABA is made by bacteria in the gut, made in the brain. And you can get it as a supplement. There's actually drugs that mimic GABA. Hang on, we'll finish up when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side. We'll be back right after this. Don't go away. Okay, we are back on The Bright Side. I am Pharmacist Ben. 844-236-6010 is our number on The Bright Side. If you're interested in checking out the longevity products, head over to brightsideben.com, criticalhealthnews.com, or pharmacistben.com. You can also call the phone team at 866-735-2470. You can ask them about any of the longevity products, or you can sign up to join the Brightside Ben team. Tell them you want to join the mission. Help me in my mission to educate the world about the importance and power of a good nutritional supplement program, and create your own mission to help change the world. Create your own mission to make some money. It's a great way to make money, helping other people. A lot of folks making a substantial amount of money. You can make a little bit of money doing it. One-time $25 investment. You can earn thank you checks for the rest of your life. Call the phone team at 866-735-2470, and they can tell you all about it. And, of course, if you're interested in checking out our Truth Skin Health products, head over to truthtreatments.com, truthtreatments.com. Okay, so tomorrow we'll talk about some of these nutritional strategies, as well as hormonal strategies for relaxing the body. There's lots of wonderful nutrients that can do it. GABA is one of my all-time favorites. And there's actually a couple of prescription drugs that work with the GABA system. You see advertised on TV for fibromyalgia or for chronic pain or for emotional disorders. these GABAergic type drugs, these GABA imitating drugs, supposedly work with this neurotransmitter in the brain, but you can make your own GABA. You can take GABA as a supplement, but you can make your own GABA using all of these relaxation strategies that we talk about on this program. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side. Time to hit the phones, 844-236-6010. Let's go to Mariah in Memphis. Welcome to The Bright Side. Good morning, Mariah. What's up?
Oh, it's Mariah. Let's see, I have rapidly thinning skin, and I was wondering, is there anything that I could take or do for thinning skin? Something that could thicken it, plump
Yes, absolutely.
Increase collagen, anything.
All of it, yes. Here's the thing about the skin. When you see the skin thinning, you can rest assured that the rest of your body is thinning as well. Skin is made up of two layers. Now, it's more than two layers, but for our purposes here, we'll say the skin is made of two layers. It's got a layer that's a surface, that's kind of a thin layer, and then 90% of it is underneath. And that's made up of connective tissue. So you got a connective tissue that's sort of like steak, you could think of, like beef, and then you got a coating on top of it. When you say thinning skin, what most people mean is the beef is thinning, not the surface. You follow me? It's the stuff underneath. That stuff underneath is called connective tissue. That's the collagen. So they're not exactly synonymous, but most of the connective tissue is collagen. So we'll just say, we'll just use them as synonyms. Your collagen is thinning, basically. And this is what causes crepey skin. This is what causes the little turkey neck thing that people get sometimes. This is what causes loose, saggy skin on the face, thinning skin as you describe it. It's what causes wrinkles. Pretty much all the cosmetic and superficial and visual signs of aging in the skin are the reflection of a breakdown, a thinning of the connective tissue. So far, so good?
Yes.
Okay. Now, when we're healthy, the connective tissue is building faster than it's breaking down. We're always building and breaking down. But when we're young, our connective tissue is building faster than it's breaking down. When we're older, the reverse is happening. Now, there's several reasons for that. One is toxicity. That's probably the most important reason. Toxicity builds up. The second very important reason is long-term activation of the stress response that we've been talking about. So even though I've been talking about the stress response as regards internal biochemistry, you're not going to build when you're in long-term stress activation. So relaxing the body is one of the best anti-wrinkle strategies you could use. A hot tub is way better than a wrinkle cream. Massage, everything we talked about. I'm not going to repeat everything, but the idea of relaxing the body, that's the first thing. I know you called to get some supplements, but it's important that we say this, that we address this, because there's so many people saying, take this pill and this formula and that formula and this cream and that cream, and they're not telling you the whole story. So we think it's all a matter of a cream. I saw this nasty commercial, and I don't like calling people out on commercials, but this one was nasty, for a product called Crepe Erase. Have you seen this? Where they tell
it sounds
it's
familiar,
evil.
Yeah.
It's evil to lie like this. And if you listen to them, they don't outright lie to you. They use what we call weasel words in the business. Weasel words are words where they don't tell you exactly what's happening, but they just say, oh, you're going to feel so good. You're going to be so happy. They don't tell you what's happening, and they don't tell you the ingredients. And it's got movie stars in there, like Jane Seymour, who are hawking this stuff.
Yeah, I have seen
It's so mean. It's so mean. Oh, my God. This is why I do this program, to try to counteract some of this satanic evilness. This is the parasite that I'm telling you about. And she's beautiful, Jane Seymour, but she's operating like a parasite. Okay, anyway, I don't mean to get angry here. So here's what you need to do. So you relax the body, that's the first thing. Now, as far as and you got to eliminate sugar or reduce sugar intake, any food stressors. Then you want to start to build things, and there's many ways to do it. Protein for one. The tissue is itself made of protein, so you need to be eating more accessible protein and more building protein. If you're not a meat eater,
how much a day do I need?
Half a gram to a gram per pound of body weight is a good starting point. If you're a bodybuilder, you're doing 2 or 3 times that amount. But for most of us, half a gram to a gram per pound of body weight. So if you weigh 150 pounds, you're looking at 75 to 150 grams of protein. A scoop of protein is about 30 grams or so, a little less probably. So 3 scoops of protein. But you can read it on the package, or an egg is about 8 grams of protein. A piece of chicken is about 20 grams of protein, 25 grams of protein. You can put it together yourself. Then you got to make sure that you're using vitamin C. You can't build connective tissue without vitamin C. In fact, the combination of vitamin C and protein, especially the kind of protein that you find in bones and bone soup, is very, very helpful for building connective tissue. So chicken soup, vitamin C, real chicken soup, of course, the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, which contains lots of vitamin C, glucosamine, the glucogel caps, gelatin. These are all wonderful strategies for building connective tissue. There are minerals that are important. One of the all-time great minerals for building connective tissue is silica, which you have to get as liquid silica gel. It's found in seeds and nuts and vegetables, but to make sure you're getting enough silica, you got to supplement with it, in my opinion. You can notice some really neat things for your nails, by the way, when you start to supplement with silica. The B vitamins are important for everything, just for energy, and all of this requires energy, so making sure you're getting a generous supply of the B vitamins is very important. Same with essential fatty acids, your EFAs. That would be the Healthy Start Pack. So make sure you're using protein, vitamin C, the Healthy Start Pack. Of course, if you're not absorbing out of the gut, that's going to be a problem, so you got to make sure that you're strengthening your gut with probiotics. You should also be using digestive enzymes with your meals because the enzymes will help you access the protein and the fats from your food. And if you want to throw a couple other things in there, there's some really important building minerals like zinc and copper. And they work together, by the way, both zinc and copper, around 50 milligrams of zinc a day, zinc picolinate, along with 2 milligrams or so of copper a day. You get, of course, some zinc and some copper in with your Healthy Start Pack. And then your primary building vitamins are vitamin A and vitamin D. Now, these require healthy fat absorptions. Your liver has to be working correctly, and you got to be making sure that you're making bile, and you're making digestive acids and digestive hydrochloric acid in the digestive tract. But vitamin A, 20,000 international units a day, and get some sunshine to get your vitamin D. You can also supplement with a little vitamin D, and of course, you'll find vitamin D in fish and fish oil too, the ultimate EFAs. So I hope that's not too much information for you there, Mariah, but that's a lot of good strategies for building. And by the way, when you build connective tissue in the skin, you'll be building bone, and you'll be building your blood vessels as well. Don't forget the glucogel caps. I think I mentioned that, but don't forget those. The glucogel caps are very helpful. Thanks for your call. Appreciate it, Mariah.
Thank you so much.
Have a beautiful day. All right, take care. Have a good day. Okay, we'll take a break. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network. Hang tight if you're on hold. We'll get to you when we come back. I'm Pharmacist Ben. We'll be back after this. Okay, we are back on The Bright Side. 844-236-6010 is our number. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Forgot to say to Mariah about topical strategies. Of course, vitamin C and retinoic acid are your two go-to anti-wrinkle active ingredients. If you're using a skincare, anti-aging skincare products that don't feature vitamin C in its fat-soluble form, not the cheapo ascorbic acid form, but the fat-soluble form of vitamin C, as well as the retinol form of vitamin A, you are missing the boat. These are the only two active ingredients that have been shown definitively in real people to actually not just prevent wrinkles and their fine lines, but to reverse them. So you ask, where can I get retinol and fat-soluble vitamin C? TruthTreatments.com. That's why I developed the Truth Skin Health products. I learned about vitamin C and vitamin A in the pharmacy. I was dealing with patients who had burns. I was dealing with patients who had really messed up skin, and I couldn't play around with silly games, with silly over-the-counter strategies, with herby-derby, superficial kinds of so-called active materials. I was dealing with sick people, and that's where I learned about the power of vitamin C and vitamin A. And that's also why I developed the Truth Skin Health products, TruthTreatments.com, TruthTreatments.com. Only vitamin C and vitamin A have been shown definitively to reverse wrinkles as well as prevent them in real human beings, in vivo, in real life. All right, 844-236-6010. Albert Einstein, 1946. A new type of thinking is essential if mankind is to survive and move towards higher levels. And that's what we're talking about on The Bright Side. A new way of thinking about the body and thinking about health. Liz in Cincinnati, good morning. Welcome to The Bright Side.
Hi, Ben. I've called in and talked to you before about epilepsy, and you recommended fasting and the ketogenic diet, which I've been working on in the past month. But I had a couple of questions about specifics with that.
Okay.
With fasting, what sort of time periods do you recommend fasting for, and how often? And then for the ketogenic diet, it seems like on every website I look at, they all have different numbers that they recommend in terms of how many grams of fat to eat per day or what ratio.
Yeah, there's no real way to know. Let me address both of those. Hey, Justin, if you're listening, can you grab the phone, please, Justin? All right, let me address these two. Let me address these two subjects. Okay, number one, fasting. How often do you do? I get this all the time. Okay, so it's a common question. fasting is up to you. It's called intermittent fasting. You want to keep the body guessing. That's the idea. You don't want to fast in a regular way. You want to keep the body guessing. You don't want the body to know when food is coming. You follow me? So when the body doesn't know when food is coming, it has to upregulate